five biggest games on the NFL schedule this week that are not Raven games. So we do this every week. The five games on the schedule. So Ravens game on Thursday. So I got to watch a whole lot of these games, uh, more than I would usually this week. So definitely check that out. Last week, what happened in the Big Five? Um, Let me get it up here. Falcons over the Patriots. Falcons, I think, this is kind of a pattern with the Falcons. Tough end of game, uh, tough fight, and a loss. They kind of like nail 3-6. But they're not consistent enough. The Falcons just aren't consistent enough. The Patriots are the real deal. I mean, for those of you guys that haven't seen them yet, some of you I know. I kind of want to talk about the Colts and the Patriots, but that Patriots defense is for real. Mike Vrabel, I think, is an outstanding coach, as we know. The thing I was worried about with them at the beginning of the year was Drake May going to develop. We know he's been terrific all year. Stephon Diggs. Their defense also, too, is bona fide. I think their defense is really, really – Christian Gonzalez is a really, really good player. So good news up for the Patriots. They may be the best team in that division. We're going to see again when they play Buffalo again. Colts and the Steelers, I got nothing for the Steelers. I don't know what to think about the Squealers. I think they are good one week and bad the next week. Good one week and bad next week. That was the team with the best record in the AFC at home, dominant the whole game. And the last week before that, they were just terrible. Like, so I don't know what to make of the Steelers. Colts, I think, are kind of what they are. I think they might wind up the best record in the NFL, in the AFC, but that I'm still not necessarily convinced that they're a great team. But you got to admit that they're pretty good. Jones got exposed a little bit in this game. He wasn't good, but we'll see how that goes. He just annoys me too, just throwing to the sideline every play. Like I've just seen, like even Mike Tomlin had to see that if I saw it. He just throws to the sideline every play. It was annoying. My daughter would put annoying. That's her favorite word. Broncos and Titans in this one as well. Broncos are going to keep winning these ugly games, and they don't care. They're going to win 18-15. Defense is outstanding. These are maybe the two better defenses in the league. Bo Nix is going to be good in the fourth quarter and pull it out. That's what they did, and that's what they keep doing. So they might, again, be better than Kansas City, San Diego, Los Angeles, right, and be the best team in the division. Titans, Texans, I might start running out of time. They have a lot of division games left, so it's not over for them, but they got to start getting some wins here. Despite defense is good. Stroud injury is bad. Left the game with a concussion. I don't know what the story is there with that, but certainly you don't need that. Also, to most impressive, the Panthers. Panthers give them some dap. Their defense is not bad. Let me tell you something. It's tough to win a game in Green Bay. I know we're not in December yet, but it's tough to win a game in Green Bay. Bryce Young wasn't even that great in this game, but they just ran the ball. They stick to the plan, and I think we're seeing that. The teams like too many teams want to all this high flying. They go ahead and they stick to the plan. So they actually won a game in Green Bay. Love, and I've said this a couple of times. He's Dave Craig. As good as he is some weeks, he just has a week where he's not good. It's weird. He's very Jekyll and Hyde that way. He just wasn't good in this game, and there's no other way to say that, and it cost him. And the game of the century here, the Chefs and the Bills. The Bills, I'm not worried about the Bills. I think the Bills, it's a little bit hyperbolic to worry about the Bills. Their offense is going to score a lot of points regardless with that. The secondary is an issue at weeks, but I think they score enough points usually. They have it, I will say, too, against this Chiefs defense, which is usually really, really good. But they are struggling against Josh Allen, even in wins. So Josh Allen has seen something. So that's something there as well. So those were last week. This was this week here. We just talked about the Patriots, who I think, there's a case either them or Buffalo are the best team in the AFC. So the Patriots going into Tampa and winning. Tampa was a bye week, had some injuries. I like Tampa in this game. I like Tampa in this game. As good as Buffalo, as good as New England has been. This is now we're getting to the point now where they're gonna have to win games like this. I'm gonna say this more and more with the Patriots. Now you're getting to tough games. You're getting later in the season. You're getting a good team that's been in the playoffs year after year in the Bucs. You're going to have to play Baker Mayfield. Let's see. This is going to be a test of metal for them. I like the Bucs. I do like the Bucs and them. They're going to get some guys back. They haven't had their first round pick, etc. So I like Tampa in this one. Good things. I think this will be really good. This will be a lot of points in that one. Believe it or not, this game is for position in the AFC South as well. So this might be what I call an elimination game for them. So it doesn't look like they're going to have CJ Stroud as well. Jags have kind of struggled. They're still above 500 as well, which is good. I don't know what to make of Lawrence. Again, he's another one. Like I just talked about the Steelers. I don't know. Sometimes I look at Trevor Lawrence. He's got his team 5-3 as well, but at times, man, he's just not there, man. He's just not consistent enough to get there. This is going to be a really good defense. I do like the Texans in this game, but Lawrence it's so hard to do a Jaguars game because you don't know which Trevor Lawrence showed, and they're really dependent on that. He shows up and plays well, that's when they win games. He shows up and does good things. I mean, that's when the Jaguars win. I like the Texans even without Stroud as well because I think just the inconsistency. I'm not as convinced. They also have a good backup, Davis Mills. Davis Mills can actually play one game and actually do something as well. I wouldn't bet money on this one. We don't really talk about that. But this is another one. The Rams should win this game, right? Rams are the better team, but they always lose to San Francisco. And it seems like I fall for this every time. And it's a bit of a quandary because San Francisco shouldn't be winning on these games. Mac Jones they got the second string quarterback in. They got a bunch of receivers. They still have Christian McCaffrey, which is the main thing on offense for them. But they lost Warner and all these guys. I'm taking them. I'm taking them. Also, I'm hearing more and more they may not even have Brock Purdy back all year long. I'm still not a believer that Mac Jones is that good. I think, but I will give Kyle Shanahan credit. He can make anything look good. He's playing. He develops offense to play to their strengths, and he's doing that. And I just can't pick the Rams because the Niners always seem to have their number. Sunday night game: Steelers and Chargers. Two teams kind of in the same boat here as well. Good enough, I think, to actually get to the playoffs, but we got to question them a little bit. Chargers' biggest problem is obvious. Their offensive line. They're not going to have either of their tackles now. Joe Alt is injured out the rest of the year as well. Can they score enough? Can they do enough? They've had quite a few injuries now, and it's been piling up. So it feels like they're limping to the finish a bit. Steelers, I got no clue. I have no idea. The only thing I know is good on their team is their coach. I know they got a good coach. I know Mike Tomlin is a good head coach. So I'm aware of that. So to me, that's just not enough. I think Herbert is going to do more as well. I think that's the big joker in this situation. You got Justin Herbert at home flying cross country, but I have no idea what Squirrel's team shows up every week. I'm taking Chargers. Biggest game I think of the season, this of maybe the entire NFL season, because I think this is, you could argue now, despite the loss, case we made, these are the two best teams in the NFC: Philadelphia and Green Bay. I'm definitely going to take Philly. I think I'm going to stand by what I said a couple times. I think they're very good in the trenches. They're very good, I think, up front. I think their offensive line, they find a way to have a good offensive line regardless. They find a way to go ahead and do that. They even played well offensively, throwing the football without A.J. Brown the last few weeks. They're going to have Brown back as well. They did make a move. They did go ahead and get Phillips. They did go ahead and get Jair Alexander there as well. I'm buying. The Packers, I think, are still pretty good, and I'm not going to be too hard, but I don't think they're a better football team than the Eagles as well. I'm going to take the Eagles. There you go, Big Five. Big. So enjoy all the games this weekend. We're going to go ahead and recap it next week. The 5 games